Are you interested in moving to a new home, but you own a home right now and you aren't sure what to do next? Selling and buying while you already own can seem a little tricky to many homeowners, but the good news is that there's actually 5 options available when you're ready to make the move. I'm Courtney and I'm a local realtor here in San Diego County, and I'm happy to create another video to help raise your real estate IQ. And it's a little crazy because most of the time, I find that sellers think they really only have one option. And I'm gonna share all 5 options with you, and I realize the first 2, really aren't for everyone, and I get that. So we're gonna go over those quickly, but the last 3, and especially the last one, you're gonna wanna stick around and watch. Okay, so option number 1, when you have a home that you own and you wanna move. Well, you can just go ahead and buy a new home and turn your current home into a rental. Maybe you have a condo, maybe you bought a home for an amazing price, or maybe you just have a desire to be a landlord. This option obviously requires you to have your funds for your closing costs and your down payment in your bank account right now. Option number 2 would be buying a new home before even listing your current home. You would just go out there, buy your new home, and then you'll move in. Once you get all settled, then you'll focus on listing your current home. This can be a little risky because you can have 2 homes for a little while, and who wants 2 payments? But this might be the right option for you if you like this convenient way to go about moving. And again, you'd have to have your money up front as well in this scenario. Okay, so for the last 3 scenarios, I think this is gonna apply much more to the rest of us. Scenario number 3. This is one where most people think it's their only option, and it's really not one that I recommend. It's where you find yourself maybe thinking about moving, so you're checking out the market, just kind of feeling things out, and oh my gosh, you found the perfect house. You submit your offer, and guess what? The seller says, great, let's work together. Then you're gonna only have about 17, 21, maybe 30 days, depends on what we negotiate. But you'll have a limited amount of time to sell your house. So now what do? You rush to get your home ready, you throw it on the market, maybe you have to list it at a lower price to get it sold quickly, and then you don't really have a lot of wiggle room. You have to sell, otherwise you'll lose out on the house you love. Even though this is what most sellers think is their only option, the reason why I don't like this option is because it's kind of stressful and it's acting more reactive instead of proactive. So before you think to start looking at houses and get super excited and fall in love, think about these other 2 options that I'm about to share with you. Option number 4. This is when you actually list your home, you find a buyer, but guess what? You're not gonna be homeless. In this option, you can actually say to the buyer, hey, okay, I'm gonna sell you my home, but you have to give me time to find a replacement property. This could be 17, 30, 45 days, really whatever you negotiate with the buyer. Then you go and find your next home, and then you get close to closing. You'll close on your current home, and then a day or 2 later, you'll close on your new home. And it could be really smooth overall. It's kind of nice because it's like you have your cake and you get to eat it too. You get to have a buyer ready, ideally sell for, top dollar, and then get them willing to wait. And then you also get to have the time you need to go find a place that meets your needs. Okay, so the 5th option, option number 5, is the one that most people don't realize even exists, and it's actually one of my favorites. In this scenario, you actually go ahead and list your home and sell your home completely. Then, as part of the agreement that you have with the buyer up front, you'll have the ability to do a seller rent back. And it is exactly what it sounds like. While you may no longer own the home, you get to stay in your current home, in some cases up to 59 days, while looking for your new home. This option can be a little risky too, because you may not be able to find a replacement property in that amount of time, but in nearly all cases that I've experienced, my clients have found what they're looking for in that time frame, and everything has worked out beautifully. This option is really nice because it gives you the chance to have the money in your bank account from your sale of your home, but you don't have to move immediately. And so it allows you to focus on buying. And the bonus is that now you have a little bit more competitive advantage as a buyer because you don't have a home to sell. You can really focus on looking for the house that you're going to buy, and the seller might actually look at you a little bit more favorably because you already have your money in hand and you can close more quickly. Okay, that's it for the 5 ways that you can buy a house when you already have a house that you currently own. Well, that's it for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned some valuable info. And as always, if there's anyone you know who could use my help, I'd be happy to be a resource. I am so glad that you watched all the way to this point in the video because I'm happy to help raise your real estate IQ. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I wanted to take a moment to invite you to check out the description below for helpful resources and to download a guide that can include things like tips and checklists to make planning for your move even easier. It's honestly never too early to get started. If you like this video, please be sure to hit subscribe and turn on the bell so that you can get notified when we share new real estate videos each Thursday. You'll also want to check out the thumbnails that are about to pop up on the screen for other videos that we've custom made for you on this channel. And as always, this info is for people everywhere, but if you're looking to make a move to the San Diego area, I'd be happy to be a resource. You'll find my contact info in the description below. So have a great day, and I hope that you love where you live. See you guys in the next video.